welcome, Karen Kay. All right, and there's Tom. All right, so I'm so excited to have so many of you here for Balancing Healthy Emotion. We are recording now, and I'm going to jump over to my PowerPoint presentation. And present mode. Okay, Balancing Healthy Emotions, focusing on the feelings kit from Young Living Essential Oils, which includes present time, inner child, forgiveness, we all need that, valor, harmony, and relief.
I got in by clicking on the computer link, period.
I'm sorry, what?
We need everybody to mute, please.
Yeah, mute yourself if you're not asking a question. All right. Okay, so again, here's another view of the feelings kit, which has a lot of the oils that we'll be talking about tonight. Hey, what are essential oils? They've been used for thousands of years. They have cosmetic purposes. You can make your own lotions and oils to put on your skin. I start every day in the shower with apricot oil, with different essential oils that I rub on my body. I'm currently using cedarwood. You can use any of the oils as long as you're not going to be going out in the sun. If you're going out in the sun, then avoid citrus oils. So Young Living has been a pioneer in working with essential oils for emotional, physical, and spiritual wellness. Essential oils are extracted through steam distillation, resin tapping, and cold pressing. They're way more powerful than their counterpart of the herb. So consider 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. There's 3 ways to use essential oils. You can use them aromatically in the diffuser. You can use them topically by putting them on. And then there's many oils that you can take internally. The oils with the white labels are vitality oils, and those are good for internal use. You can put them in clear vegetable capsules, or you can put them in water and drink them. Or tonight I had fish and zucchini. I just put some lemon oil in the pan at the end of cooking and ate it. And lemon is great for helping your body to detox. Emotional oils help to inspire a positive emotional state. They have complex. Oops, somebody needs to mute. Okay. Yeah. All right. So essential oils have complex and scents, and they can trigger emotions. You may think about the smell of home-baked goods will trigger memories of holidays, you know, maybe cinnamon rolls might remind you of Christmas, or, you know, apple cider might remind you of Thanksgiving. They can help you with peace, balance, joy, and so many other things. You can use them in bath, massage. I mean, I just had a wonderful massage from Tom Wolford today using raindrop technique, which I'm going to be teaching September 24th at 4 online. Get your oils in advance and you can do it with me. And you can inhale them or apply the oils topically. All right, how do essential oils impact emotions? Well, they affect the limbic system of the brain, which is responsible for our emotions and feelings. It's often called the emotional switchboard of the brain because it carries input from the environment to the hypothalamus, and then from the hypothalamus to other parts of the body. So these essential oils, with their potent complex chemical compounds and fragrances, can have dramatic effects on your limbic function and your emotional state and how you feel. If you like the smell, that's going to help you feel better. Smells of things that you don't like, that you find disgusting, like food that has gone bad, are going to cause you to feel worse. And that's good, because we want to be alerted to things that are smelling bad so we don't eat them. Essential oils also make their way into your bloodstream very quickly. 26 seconds they are entering your bloodstream, and when you inhale them, many essential oils pass through the blood-brain barrier, and they are into your brain in 3 seconds, according to research by Dr. Ollie Winker.
Put your hand here. Yeah.
Okay, remember to mute yourself unless you are have a question. Okay, what are emotions? Emotions are simply a reflection of what's happening in your life at the present moment. Now, if you're feeling happy, then all is well. If you're having, difficult emotions, they're telling you to solve the problem. Maybe you need to right the wrong. If you're feeling angry or guilty, grieve the loss. If you've had a loss, your pet died or a friend moved away, or make the connection if you're feeling lonely. Now, the information on the next few slides comes from a book called The Aroma Freedom Technique by Dr. Benjamin Perkis. What's the purpose of emotions? They help to express our state of being so that we can get our needs met. When we have negative or uncomfortable emotions, they communicate that something needs our attention. Say we're feeling angry and frustrated at a friend, maybe we need to speak up for ourselves and say that, what they said didn't sit well with us. And is that what he or she meant, or did we misunderstand? Emotions ideally are expressed fully, and they help us to reach a resolution of a painful situation. If they are not expressed fully, then they get stuck in our body. So that's often referred to as stuffing the feelings. And when they're stuffed, they get trapped in our body, they block our energy field, and then they get layered upon layer, and they're going to come up at some other time, which may not be very convenient for us. Hey, what about when emotions are overwhelming? Likely that's a sign that something from the past is being triggered. So if we're feeling angry because a spouse yelled at us, that may trigger a memory and a feeling that a parent yelled at us in the past. And that feeling might not be resolved because as a child, we really didn't have the power or the know-how to do anything about it. So when we do not or cannot express the emotion when it surfaces, it continues to circulate within ourselves. It's kind of like stuck in our DNA, and it's going to surface at a later time, usually with a similar event. So if we had a fearful situation in childhood, and then we have a fearful situation in adulthood, then we're going to likely tap into some of the current fear in addition to some of the old fear. So that's what makes it overwhelming. But there's good news. We're going to learn what we can do about this. Okay, if we're feeling emotionally unbalanced, again, it usually means we're being triggered by issues from the past, which we often don't realize. If we are talking to someone, the other person may respond to our intense emotion and escalate the situation. I'm sure that you all are familiar with that. You get in a conflict with your spouse, you're emotionally intense. the spouse responds in an emotionally intense way, and pretty soon it's out of hand. I know as a counselor, I see that happen all the time in marriage counseling in my office. So here's something important to remember in this kind of situation. The other person, namely our spouse, will not be able to meet our needs because we have unresolved issues from the past, in addition to whatever's going on in the present. The good news is if we work on on solving the issue from the past, it's going to reduce the emotional intensity in the present. Hey, transforming emotions. It's important that you only use pure therapeutic grade essential oils, which Young Living are, to get the effect you want. If you're going and buying cheap oils from the store or synthetic oils, it's not going to work. They just don't have the compounds and the ability to do the work that the pure therapeutic grade oils do. You can choose the essential oil based on the suggestions in the coming slides. To transform emotions, it's really very easy. You just focus on the emotion or the present, the memory, and then identify any images that come up along with thoughts and feelings. And then also identify where in your body you feel it. So if you're feeling anger, note where you feel tense in your body, where it feels tight. After you've identified the emotion, the feeling or the memory that you want to transform, place a few drops of the oil that you've chosen in your palms, rub your hands together, and then cup your hands over your nose. Breathe the oil into the memory or the feeling, and also into the part of the body where you feel the feeling. Breathe deeply for several breaths until you feel the emotion change. So if any of you have one of your oils on hand, I invite you to take it out. Things like stress away, lavender, frankincense, joy, inner child, harmony, present time, surrender, forgiveness. Those are just some examples. Go ahead, I've got inner child here, and shake a couple of drops out. Okay, rub your hands together and inhale. So later on tonight, I suggest that you try this on your own. Connect with a memory of something that you want to transform. Note where you feel it in your body. Note any images or thoughts you have. And then breathe in the oil for a couple of minutes. And breathe deeply until you feel the emotion change. Maybe you feel it lightening up or transforming, or maybe you feel anger morph into frustration, and then maybe on into acceptance. Ooh, that inner child smells good. All right, here is a cool formula I found to help release memory. And these oils are in your starter kit. So you blend equal parts of stress away, frankincense, and lavender. You can just put 1 drop of each oil in your palms, rub your palms together, and inhale it. And that will help you to release old painful memories. As we release old stuff, it helps us to be more present in the present moment and helps us to enjoy the present moment a lot more rather than being stuck in the past. Hey, after you've released the memory, you can create a new belief. Create an affirmation. What's an affirmation? An affirmation is a statement of something simple like, I am calm and peaceful. I am trusting. I am attracting trustworthy people in my life. I am courageous. Whatever it is that you want to believe, create your affirmation, and then get Believe oil or Transformation oil or any other oil that you choose. Place it in your palms and breathe the oil in while repeating your affirmation for 2 minutes. So, I am calm and courageous. Breathe deeply. Continue to breathe in the oil and say your affirmation. I recommend you say it out loud to get the most powerful results. And we suggest that you do this twice a day for at least 3 days. So you've let go of the old painful memory, and then you're creating a new belief. Such as, I'm attracting trustworthy people in my life, as opposed to, I've been abused by a lot of people in my life, for example. Okay? Identifying your emotions. And let's see, oh, cool, I can move this around a little bit. All right. This is a cool chart, Robert Plutchik's Wheel of Emotions. He says there's 8 basic emotions: joy, trust, fear, surprise, sadness, anticipation, anger, and disgust. And then Plutchik created this chart that shows the relationship among the emotions. For example, if you look here, you've got joy right there. And if it's a more positive, intense emotion, it goes into ecstasy. How cool is that? Or a lesser version of it would be serenity. Anticipation, vigilance, maybe we're on guard. Or interest would be a lesser form of it. Anger over here, more intense, it would be rage. Less intense, annoyance. Disgust. Loathing is more intense. Boredom is less intense. Sadness, more intense, is grief. Less intense is pensiveness. And that is just a thoughtfulness with maybe a little bit of sadness. Surprise, more intense, would be amazement, and less intense would be distraction. Over here, fear, more intense is terror, less intense is apprehension. And then trust, more intense is admiration, and less intense is acceptance. And then they've got some combos here. Joy and trust equals love. Now, I really see that in my marriage counseling when people are happy with each other and they trust each other. That helps to build the loving feelings between them. If anybody has any questions, feel free to speak up or comments. Okay, so this slide talks about the level of emotions that I just covered, and opposing emotions are found directly across from each other. For example, loathing versus admiration. loathing, you really dislike someone, and admiration, you really admire them and like them and trust them. So let's look at the essential oils that you can use for all the different points on the wheel. All right, joy, joy or sadness. So this is to help balance your natural feelings and create a sense of well-being. If you're feeling serenity, you might want to try peace and calming. That is one of Young Living's most popular oils, and I love it. It's followed by peace and calming too, in case it's out of stock, which is also lovely. If you're feeling joy, you can get magnify your purpose, to help you joyfully live on your purpose. That's pretty cool. And ecstasy, choose awaken oil. I love that oil. It really speaks to awakening to your potential and your soul's purpose. All right, pensiveness. Again, that's that kind of thoughtfulness with some sadness. There's a wonderful oil called Exodus 2. I love the smell of that. It's got a little cinnamony smell. To transform sadness, joy oil is wonderful. I love to place it over the front of the heart chakra and the back of the heart chakra. You can also place it anywhere where you would put cologne on your pulse points. Orange oil is also really uplifting. And remembering it's a citrus oil, don't put it on and go out in the sun. But you can diffuse it, or I like to say you can put it where the sun don't shine on your body. Okay. All right. For grief, white Angelica. That oil is very protective of your energy field. It's great to put on your shoulders and the back of your neck, or just put it on the palms of your hands and then rub your hands through your energy field. Or present time also helps to bring you into the present moment. I'm currently diffusing that one.
Hey, Karen, are you going to share these slides with us?
Yes, I am.
Yay, thank you.
Yes, I am going to load it up into the Dream Builders business group at the end of this so that you all can use them and do your own presentations.
Okay, great. I'll stop taking screen captures.
Okay, all right. And guess what? Most of these I got from Oil Revolution Designs. I just added some additional things in it based on my research. Okay, trust or disgust. For admiration, gratitude oil. I love gratitude. It smells wonderful, a little bit sweet, kind of like a sweet forest to me. To increase trust, copaiba, forgiveness or harmony oils. We feel more trusting when we forgive, and sometimes we have to forgive ourselves for, maybe, I don't know, making bad judgments or being naive or for our part in the issue. And then acceptance oil. I think that oil is really awesome, especially if you're feeling judgmental or critical. That's something that I personally continue to work on because I grew up in a very judgmental, critical family. It seemed like criticism was love in my family. So that's been a lifelong lesson for me. And acceptance oil, can help us accept and move into appreciation for people. Okay, boredom. If we're feeling boredom, celery seed or grounding oil. Grounding oil is great if you're feeling scattered or confused. Disgust, Australian blue. I also love to diffuse that at night. And loathing, frankincense. Frankincense is so transformative, and I think everybody should have frankincense. It does so many things. It can really uplift your spirits and help you with any kind of sadness. Okay, fear or anger. If you have apprehension, Valor or Valor 2. Valor 2 was created when Valor went out of stock because it's another one of Young Living's most popular oils. Or citronella. Hey, citronella is known to fight off bugs. So you can not only fight off, bugs, you can conquer your apprehension. That's pretty cool. All right, for fear, myrrh or rutavala. Rutavala is a wonderful oil to help you relax and to sleep better. I love rubbing it on the bottoms of my feet at night if I'm having trouble sleeping. And terre, sacred sandalwood. Young Living has several sandalwood oils, and wow, that's one of my favorites. I slather the sandalwood cream all over my face at night. Or helichrysum, that's another powerful oil. Okay, for annoyance, cinnamon bark. Now, if you're going to use cinnamon bark, consider it is a hot oil. So you're going to want to dilute it with a carrier oil. For highest potential, that is my personal favorite. I love that stuff. That's what I usually put in my diffuser necklace and wear during the day. And I just feel it helps me to rise to my highest potential. Okay, anger, dill. Who would have thought it? You can also flavor your food with dill. Hey, guess what? If your spouse or your family member has some anger issues, make them a dish and put some dill in it. 1 drop will do for a whole recipe. Or purification. I know one of my members told me that she had some anger issues and she filled a sink full of water, put purification oil in it, and put her hands in it, and felt like that really helped her to release the anger. You can also put it wherever you feel anger in your body. If you have rage, trauma life, or gathering. Gathering, I love the smell of that. It's very earthy smelling, and it's another of my favorites for cologne. And trauma life, I've got that right here. Let's see. That has a very complex scent. Feels like it's going right into my brain right now. Well, I used this after I had some surgery because I had a little trauma from that. Anticipation or surprised. If you are feeling interested, try motivation oil to help you accomplish even more. Anticipation, surrender, or inner child. I know some of my friends have joked about using surrender on their partners. But if it's good enough for your partner, it's probably good enough for you. I'm sure we can all use some surrender at times. Okay, vigilance, transformation. And transformation oil, we're going to talk about in a minute, can also help you after you've released an emotion. It can help you transform and create the new belief that you want. Oh, we already talked about that. Yeah, belief and transformation. Okay, you feeling distracted? 3 wise men. I love to place that right here on my brow chakra. And I just feel that that helps me to increase my sense of intuition instead of being, distracted and scattered. For surprise, release. And release oil, I love to use that over the front and the back of the heart chakra because that really helps to release all kinds of stuck emotions. And you can also diffuse that. And amazement, again, present time or live your passion. Again, here's the feelings collection. You can get a lot of the oils together, or you can purchase them separately. And you can use these feeling oils every day on yourself to help transform all kinds of stuck emotional states. In our Ed.S reference book, Gary Young talks about using these feelings oils over a period of 30 days and what a huge difference that'll make. Now that's in the full-size desk reference book, not the pocket size. Okay, here's a few more oils. Forgiveness. It helps you to forgive yourself and others. It helps you let go of negative emotions, which frees you up so that you can tap into your potential. So anytime you've been betrayed, or there's trust issues, you feel stuck in the past, you feel revengeful, or you feel like you're in denial, forgiveness oil. Easiest way to do it, put it in your hands, rub your hands together and inhale. Or diffuse it, or wear it. I have a funny story about forgiveness. After I'd had a relationship with betrayal issues, I grabbed my forgiveness oil and I thought the forgiveness oil had gone bad. So I ordered a new bottle. And the new bottle did smell better. But anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. Forgiveness gone bad. A harmony oil. That helps to create more harmony. We probably all need that in our lives, in our work lives, in our family lives. It helps to uplift. It helps with stubbornness. Say you've got stubborn kids, sarcasm, self-loathing, maybe you're critical of yourself, or you feel isolated, crushed, hostile, or you're having a fear of punishment. Harmony oil is great for all those things. Again, topically and aromatically. This is not one you would want to ingest because it doesn't have the white label on it. And look at all the oils in it. Sandalwood, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, orange, Angelica, geranium, hyssop, Spanish sage, black spruce, coriander, bergamot, lemon, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. Rose oil is the most expensive oil that Young Living has at about $185 for a 5 milliliter bottle. But 3 drops in a little travel size bottle filled with water, and you've got an instant wonderful cologne that's going to last you a long time and uplift your spirits. Inner child. This helps you to connect with, the little girl or little boy in yourself, the part of yourself that was, pure and innocent before you had any sort of hurts or wounds or traumas. So anytime you need some support for your inner child, you want to get in touch with your inner child, this is the oil. Helps with energy, desertion, reconnecting to yourself, helps you to feel happy and gives you more direction and helps you feel more loyal. And I would think loyal to yourself. It's like, I'm going to stand up for myself, to create the kind of life that I want. And this one, again, smells wonderful. It's a very gentle oil. Okay, I love it. Present time. You're feeling flustered, I would say scattered, feeling like you're stuck in illusion, there's loss, malice, an old stuffed emotion, or you're feeling resistance to change. present time can help you. Again, diffuse it or put it on your body. Any of you have any experiences with any of these oils that I've mentioned that you want to share, you know, like inner child or forgiveness or present time?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I had a pretty traumatic childhood, and my father was a really violent alcoholic, and I had a lot of issues, and I used inner child for about 3 months every day, twice a day, and it really, really helped with those stuffed emotions and issues. And I also use release oil a lot, and those work tremendously. I also use those on my Reiki clients when they seem to have blockages in, you know, those emotional areas as well.
Yes, the oils go great with Reiki. They go great with massage. So Tom, I hope we're answering your questions about the oils that you can use to help your clients with their feelings. Okay, release. I talked about this earlier. Do you have a comment, Tom?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to using some of the kit.
Yeah. Getting a kit is a good way to save some money because it packages the oils together. So you'll save some money over buying them individually. Okay, release. We talked about this earlier. It helps you to release all kinds of stuck emotions. Again, my favorite over the front and the back of the heart chakra, followed by joy over the front and back of the heart chakra. That has helped a number of my clients with grief and sadness. And so, all right, this helps to release anger and frustration, fear of success, rebellion. Maybe you can sneak that into your teenager's clothes or something. I don't know. Put it on their pillow at night. Let them inhale it all night long. I don't know about you all, but I had some challenging teenagers. Hey, Valor. Say you've got a fear of conflict. You know, and if you fear conflict, then you're going to have trouble standing up for yourself, which means you aren't going to be able to get your needs met. So we need to be able to stand up for ourselves so that we can ask for what we want. Defensiveness, resignation, you know, if you're just feeling like there's no use, or aggression. Valor helps to balance it, or if you're feeling withdrawn or persecuted. Valor is good for all those things. Valor or Valor 2, if Valor is out of stock. They both smell great. I love the smell of Valor. Again, one of Young Living's most popular oils. It says it has naturally occurring constituents, linalool, try saying that, alpha, pinene, camphene, and limonene. All right, well, it doesn't say what those do, probably in order to be compliant, but if you go Google that and look it up, then you can see the powerful properties of those things. Hey, what if you just have the premium starter kit? Well, you've got lavender, frankincense, and stress away. You know, add 1 drop of each to your hands. Rub your hands together and inhale slowly for 30 seconds and let go of any negative emotions. And then repeat affirmations to yourself. Like, I'm calm, I'm happy, I'm capable, strong, I am loved. How about I am loving? You know, if you want to be loved, it's helpful to be loving. And then that will attract more love to you. Whatever you want, if you can be it, it will help you to create it. And then add any other oils that you have, you know, like release, transformation, or the feelings collection. Add that to your next essential rewards order. Okay, if you are not currently a Young Living member, you can purchase a starter kit with 11 essential oils, including the Stress Away, the lavender, and the frankincense that we talked about, as well as lemon oil, which helps to uplift mood. Lavender is very calming. And copaiba, we also talked about that tonight, helps with emotions. So you get a lot of bang for the buck, so to speak, by getting the starter kit, which is $160, and includes a diffuser. So it's the thing on Young Living that is basically half off the retail price, so it's the best deal. You can also get started with a basic starter kit. It comes with one oil, Stress Away, and some sample oils. And then you can customize your order by adding in whatever other oils you want. You know, say you want to get the basic kit and then the feelings kit. You know, that would be a great option. So you can get just the products that you want and need. Essential rewards. This is how I build up my collection of oils a little bit at a time. And I've been on it since 1999. The first 3 months, you get 10% points back. You know, so if you place an order for $100, you get $10 in points that you can turn in for free product. By month 4 to 24, you get 20%. So on a $100 order, that is $20 of free products. And then after 25 months, you get 25%. Plus, they throw in a free gift at 3, 6, 9 months and a year. You can stop it at any time, and you get discounted shipping. But this is a great way to get these feeling oils. You know, maybe you just order 2 a month. So with a minimum of 50 PV, which is roughly equivalent to $50, you know, you can get a couple of these a month and slowly build up your collection in a way that is easy on your budget. And of course, you're going to want that Thieves Cleaner there in the center of the box. You know, that is the bomb. You know, clean your house non-toxically and while making your house smell good. Okay, here's some other resources. Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils, and the book that I created a few slides from called The Aroma Freedom Technique. Using essential oils to transform your emotions and realize your heart's desire. Now, as a counselor, I'd like to add that I think using these essential oils helps people to transform their issues much more quickly than just counseling. You know, with counseling, we're just talking about it, and oftentimes people get stuck in their heads, and it can seem to take a long time to work something out. But when you add in the essential oils, it goes much quicker. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments, or, you know, if any of you have any experiences with any of these feeling oil, I'd love to have you share.
Karen, I've had emotional issues come up in sessions and have used joy for betrayal or forgiveness. Don't have all the oils, but that's the one I chose.
Uh-huh. Well, those are great ones to start with. Wonderful. And where did you apply them?
Well, around the heart chakra, mainly,
Uh-huh.
or sometimes I have before the session starts, I'll have maybe like stress away in the diffuser.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of how I use it. Kind of, on I use it with my intuition.
Well, using it with your intuition is always great. Okay, thanks. Anybody else?
Yeah, Karen, this is Nora. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. There's a bit of background noise here, so if it's too much, just let me know. Well, I would like to fess up. I'm the person who used purification on her hands and to release some stuck anger that the pathway had come out from my heart, and then it went down my arms and it got stuck in my hands. And I had just a phenomenal friend who was able to intuitively tell me that I needed to soak my hands in purification oil, which was absolutely an astonishing, and immediately the healing was on the physical level, but also on the other layers as well. And it was very much needed, and it was profound. And I still am amazed at the power of our oils. So I do want to share that if you do have some stiffness in your hands or your body, certain parts, you may want to think about soaking in purification or even bathing in it, because that helps too. But I wanted to thank you for what I feel is just a phenomenal presentation tonight. And thank you for that. But then I also want to just encourage all of the people listening to understand what a powerful cabinet you have of treasures, or treasure box, or whatever you want to call it, to share with people, and just to share the releasing techniques that Karen shared with us tonight. I mean, what a huge angel you are on this planet to be able to have this knowledge. And I hope that you just keep sharing. So, and thank you, Karen.
Well, thank you, Nora. I'd like to mention that if you're going to use the essential oils in the bathtub, it's recommended to put some Epsom salt in, because oil and water don't readily mix. The oil could float to the top of the water and be a little intense. And so if you put some Epsom salt in it with a few drops of the oil, it'll help to mix it up. So that it doesn't sting any sensitive body parts. Okay, anybody else want to share an experience with using the oils for emotions?
Karen, this is Sabrina.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Mine aren't quite as profound as maybe a couple of the others, but during last January through June, I had a very trying time. My mother was going through chemo and radiation for lung cancer, and I was planning my daughter's pretty large wedding at the end of May. So I was a little stressed, and I just kept hope around, and I would just like deeply inhale it all the time. And that seemed to help and kind of calm me down and, give me the hope that I needed.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. And yes, I think you made it through the wedding. It went great, and your mother's doing better now.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, well, thank God. Okay. Well, this is fun hearing from you all. Anybody else? Well, while you're thinking, I will share that before I had eye surgery this past March, I was feeling a lot of fear and anxiety about the surgery and having the area around my eyes cut on. So I used lavender. I found that diffusing it for 10 minutes would totally calm that fear, that it actually kind of turned into panic. And within 10 minutes, it calmed it. So I was really, really grateful for that. Hey, anybody else want to share? Okay, well, I would like to announce our next event is going to be raindrop technique. We are going to do that online on this Zoom meeting. And what I encourage you to do is to order the raindrop kit in advance on your Essential Rewards order and get the oils, and then find somebody to practice on, and we'll actually be walking you through it on this online meeting. Now, if you don't have somebody to practice on, then I'm also going to show you how to give yourself a raindrop treatment. You just have to be a little flexible. You know, it involves putting the oil on your fingers and rubbing them up your spine, and some more oil on your fingers and rubbing them down your spine. Okay, so that'll work. The oils in the raindrop kit, that'll give you all the oils you need, including the carrier oil. That is Sunday, September 24th at 4 p.m. And I will also be, I'm recording this and I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. You can find it by Googling Karen Harrison Reiki. Will help you to find it. I have a Young Living channel with all of my Young Living videos, and I will be posting the slides for this in the Wild Dream Builders resources group, so that you can present this yourself online or in person. Hey, in person would even be better, you know, because then you can pass the oils around and share them and do the experiences right there. So, well, we're finishing right on time. Yay. Thanks so much for sharing and coming to this class, and let me know what other topics that you would like to have. I'm loving sharing with you all and connecting.
Thank you, Karen. Good job.
Thanks. Okay. All right. Good night.
Good night.